Hey everybody, KC here. So today we're going to start something a little special. It's actually a 7-part series here on FaceTime. I don't think we've ever done a 7-part series of anything. And basically what happened is at the beginning of May, I actually moderated a panel at the annual meeting of the Western Association of Food Chains. And the idea is we were going to bring together 8 people and talk about leadership. And there are people from various different levels of the food chain in their companies. They were going to have very different perspectives on leadership, on management, on what they've learned, on what they think they need to learn. And it was a really, really interesting conversation, but it ran about an hour and 15 minutes. So basically, I'm going to break it up into 7 parts. So you'll be able to get it in little chunks. And the people we had were just fabulous. We had Kevin Curry of Albertsons. He's the CEO of Southern California. Wendy Coldesina of Costco. She's a buyer there. Levi Wingo of Raley's. He's the SVP of Operations. Nick Schott of Red Bull, VP Sales. Toby Saricki of Albertsons, a National Category Manager. Jake Sochi of PepsiCo, a Senior Key Account Manager. Adria Campbell of Malk Organics. She's Chief Revenue Officer. And Paul Stoffel of Stater Brothers, where he is VP Sales and Merchandising. And I got to tell you, these people were just terrific. They were they're fabulous. They were very candid. They're really interesting. Something they all have in common is they are all graduates of the Food Industry Management program at USC, which is highly connected to WAFC, hence their ability and their willingness to be on the panel. It was a remarkable group of people. And I think you're going to enjoy this ongoing conversation. Today in part 1, I posed to everybody the following questions. Number 1, what do you love about the business? And number 2, what do you love about your business? So I hope you enjoy this first of 7 parts, my conversation with some of the really smartest, most interesting people in the food industry. Enjoy. There have been so many interesting words that I've heard over the last few days. Words like community and collaboration and culture, impact, leadership, innovation, education, probably more than anything else. And I think that's really appropriate because we're going to focus to some degree on all those things this afternoon. We have a great panel of people who are going to share their experiences and their outlook. They're going to prognosticate a little bit. I will tell you that I have talked to everybody on the phone, and it's been enormously entertaining to me, so I'm sure it's going to be entertaining to you. I will admit, in a moment of uncharacteristic modesty, that unlike Kevin Lovell, I am going to use notes, because I don't know how he did that without notes. I would have had a stack of index cards. And so where we're going to start is, most times when you do a panel discussion like this, and I recognize that this is like the aircraft carrier of panels, right? This is a lot of people, but I think it's going to be great. I'm glad you guys, if you want to move over here, you'll get a much better view of the panel as opposed to my bald spot, and which gets bigger like every day. It's like weird. But we're going to do, a lot of panel discussions. They'll end with a lightning round. But we're going to start with a lightning round. And in fact, I'm going to ask them all a question that they don't know that I'm going to ask them. This is going to be a little bit of a surprise. But to get you, and we haven't introduced you all yet, although I know most people in the audience probably know who you are, but let's just have clarity about it. So I'm going to ask you to start and work down the line, name, title, company, and then I want you to tell us in 30, 60, 90 seconds. What do you love about this business, and what do you love about your business?
Oh. Good afternoon. Wendy Coldesina. I can't help but start with Costco first. It's near and dear to my heart. Costco Wholesale.
Your title.
Vice President, General Merchandise Manager for Foods and Sundries in the Los Angeles region. What do I love about being here?
Well, this business, meaning the food business, and what do you love about your business?
Because there's nowhere you can go and you talk about being in the food business and everybody wants to talk to you about it. And feeding people, and I think Guy talked about it this morning, makes everybody very happy. I think we're very lucky to be doing what we're doing. And then what I love about my business is after 34 years, I like doing it. I believe in the company I work for. And it's a great community, a great family.
So Jake Sochi, PepsiCo Senior Key Account Manager. I don't know, I think from an overall industry standpoint, for me, it's how quickly we are forced to think creatively and outside of the box. Because I think, as we all know, no day is the same, nor is honestly some hour the same. It can change at the drop of a hat. And I think for me, like, that's what I find the most engaging, because we are forced to think so creatively and critically to make a lasting impact, as kind of Wendy pointed out, right? We're addressing so many different people on a daily basis. So that honestly, like, that motivating factor to figure out the most appropriate and effective way to give people what they need, because those needs and desires change on a weekly basis. And then for me, you were saying, as far as
Your company.
and PepsiCo fosters all of that, right? We are at the forefront to make sure that we're creating products and delivering strategies for not just ourselves but our retail partners, so that they remain agile in the marketplace. And it's really exciting to be a part of that on a regular basis. So, yeah.
I'm Levi Wingo. I'm the Senior Vice President of Operations for Raley's. What I love about the business is this is still one of those few industries where you can start at any job and achieve anything that you want to do. And by and large, that's due to the people that work in it, the relationships that you form. But it's one of those few industries where that level of opportunity exists for anyone. What I love about my company, a company isn't really a thing. A company is really the showcase of the people that work there. So what I love about my company is, over the years, we've got this great legacy of being a family company, a family-owned company, but the people that you work with every day, you spend a lot of time with, so hopefully you like them. And that's what I really enjoy about my job. After 22 years, I still like the people that I get to come and work with every day.
Paul Stoffel, I work for the great Stater Brothers Markets. I love working with you guys. The thing I love about this industry is the competitiveness, first of all. I love that I can sit next to Levi, and I know we don't compete directly with you, but I'm a student of him and what they do. I love the fast-paced environment. I love the results that you get. The business is ever-changing, right? I love the relationships that you get to build. We've been coming to WAFC for the last probably 9 years myself, and have built lifelong relationships. And I love that my family gets to be involved in that, and the opportunities that this industry opens up for them, and them to see the things that we do and give back to other industries as well. What I love about our company, we're local, we're impactful. We love our customers. We love the people that we get to serve, the communities we get to serve. And at the end of the day, we're the small boat, right? And we could change directions pretty fast, and that's fun for somebody who's in sales, because we can go after some opportunities. So that's what I love most about Stater Brothers.
Hi everyone, I'm Toby Sariki with Albertsons. I'm a national category director. What I love most about this industry is the impact that we're able to make. I think it's so unique. It's instant gratification. You know that everything that you're doing is really positively impacting the entire world. So I think it's just a unique industry to be in. And what I love about my company is just, I feel like we're a company of grace, the ability to be able to explore and learn and make decisions and take chances. It's been, really groundbreaking for me in my career, and being able to really take risks and make some really great impacts through those risks.
And I want to make sure, a company of grace.
Yes.
GRACE.
Yes.
Wow. Never heard anybody describe their company that way before. That's great.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice. So Nick Schott, Vice President of Sales for Red Bull North America. Thank you. It's mid-year season, so mid-year reviews are up, and there's half a dozen in the back. They're all paid to come, so thank you for that. What do I love about the industry? Man, this one's really tough. I wouldn't say that it is any different than what I envisioned. So what I mean by that is, when I first started, it was fuel, food, or healthcare. Those three things I thought would get me to be busy constantly for the rest of my life, which was the intent. I always wanted to have a family, and I thought, how do I pay for that for a long period of time? Those of us that have got kids know what that's like. It's expensive. And nonetheless, food kind of grew on me. And it was one of those things, as I got in the industry, the more I realized that, yes, it's competitive, yes, it's full of grace, of all these amazing things that these amazing folks have said, but it continues to ladder into an amazing cause for the balance of the organization and leave a legacy. And that's not common. That doesn't exist in fuel. You look at what's going on with fuel today, good luck. Those of us in California know that fuel is going to continue to change and evolve, and if we think there's not going to be sharks in the water, then we're fooling ourselves. If you think about healthcare, who sees what regulation comes down the home stretch? And I know that there's a lot of us that work in that industry on the side or have spouses that do, which is fantastic, but it's changing a lot. And food is full of an amazing way to give back to the communities that we serve and the people that serve alongside of us. And I think it's amazing. For me, selfishly at Red Bull, I would say they allow me to be entrepreneurial, independent, risk-taking, and things of that nature, which isn't always a good thing. Cynthia would agree with this, because I had some fears coming in when I met her in 2015, and she was adamant about get over yourself and figure that out. Fail fast and learn faster, and it allows me to do that. So for that, I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of the organization and lead it forward.
I mean, I say, one of the things that stood out to me when Nick and I were talking on the phone, he's the only person I've ever met living in Southern California who commutes by train from his house to work, which is
eco-friendly.
I'm from the Northeast. Everybody commutes by train, but you're a unicorn, I think, by that standard.
Hi, everyone. I'm Adria Campbell, Chief Revenue Officer at Milk Organics. We're a clean ingredient, organic, plant-based milk organization. What I love about this industry is that I think what COVID taught us is that we're essential and that we need to deliver quality, value, and innovation to 300 million Americans throughout every single day. And so I just love being a part of that and knowing that we have this enormous impact on the communities that we serve. And for Malk specifically, I absolutely am obsessed with being a part of a young, entrepreneurial, emerging brand that's extremely fast-paced, and that we lead with value and impact in everything that we do. And I always like to think of it that we rent our titles, Chief this, VP that, but we own our community and we own the impact that we make. And so, we audition for these roles every single day, and the results speak for themselves. But I think at the end of the day, if you prioritize impact and community, the results will follow. So I just love that about my company and that we lead with that in everything we do.
Kevin, pass the mic. They got the short end of the straw, short straw. They have to share a mic.
My name is Kevin Curry, and I am fortunate enough to be the division president for the Albertsons Vaughn Pavilions Group in Southern California. And, Kevin, you talked, and I got to think, and I got to listen to everybody, answer the question. And my answer isn't changing from when Wendy started talking, because I will tell you what I love about the business is the people. And I've been very fortunate in my 46 years to come to many of these conventions and do different things. And I've been with multiple retailers, and a lot of that's been because people I've met and done different things. And what I will love about my division right now is that we are on a mission to impact all 33,000 people in the division in a positive way to see them grow both personally and professionally. So we have a huge push on the Retail Management Certificate Program. We're getting involved in English as second language, and there's nothing I like more than walking in a building. We recognize our associates who have gone through RMC with a special name badge and be able to congratulate them and what are they thinking about next and different other things. So so the people aspect from both the business and then what I get to do today is what really works for me.